I believe that the most important influence is family. As you grow up, you start observing your environment in a deeper way, and you begin to see patterns of behavior that you analyze what you want to follow and those things that you will prefer to avoid. The family can influence major decisions even before you start your career, such as choosing what do you want to study. You can decide to go and study the same major as one of your parents did, or decide that you definitely don't want to follow their pattern and want to do something else. One way we analyze our families is to know what we want when we start our own family. We then decide to replicate some of the things which we saw our base family, while then deciding to avoid other things. In this process, we definitely analyze the career of our family. As we learn more about them and the values that they had regarding the work ethics, work-life balance, and the roles they played within the organizations, we learn more about how we want to develop ourselves in our own careers. For me, the influence of my family in my career has been profound. Coming from a family that runs a small business in Mexico, I learned early on the importance of hard work and placing integrity first on all decisions. Even though I was involved in the family business during my teenage years, I decided to study economics and go into finance, way outside the scope of the business. Even as I started working in a pension fund during a summer internship, my family still gave me some advice on decisions and constantly compared some of them to scenarios that would play at the family business, forcing me to take the perspective of the owner. Knowing that an employee must generate much more than his salary, I was constantly thinking how I could produce more value for the organization. I think that this was something that stood me apart from my peers. Another very important and clear influence is that ever since I started working in finance, I have always said that I want to start my own business. For me, it is very important to be able to give back some of the benefits I have had and provide jobs to people in my own country. Going forward in my career, I'm sure that the values I have learned from my parents will stand along with those that I share with my wife. The hard-working ethic, integrity, and willingness to take risks. Those values will continue to get stronger as time goes by and will eventually get passed along to the next generation.